Morning, y'all. Doing my trash thing while me and Harley are. Harley comes with me on these walks. This is day 10. Harley takes a while. Sometimes she doesn't want to go, but I bring a treat with me to help her motivate herself. Harley, you want a treat? As I'm walking to this kind of spot that I found yesterday with a lot of trash at it, I figured I would film and just talk about, I don't know, my experience thus far with this daily trash bucket pickup. I've gotten a lot of good feedback from people that I know in my everyday life about it and how, I don't know, what they think about it. Personally, I kind of love it. It's like, I kind of look forward to it almost every day. Like something to go do or something. Come on, Harley. She loves the treats. It was fun because for a while, or for the first few days, it was like could find trash easily every day. But then I noticed around like day 6 and 7, it was getting harder and harder to find trash, and I found myself going into like, well, not going into crazy places, but like just getting pretty far away from my house and going for these long walks. But it was like kind of motivating to see the bucket get harder to fill. It's like, oh wow, I can go on a walk and I'm not gonna see a piece of trash every step I take. That's another thing too. I've gotten my kids to come out here and do it with me, and they absolutely love it. And I think it's just something that is fantastic to teach kids at a young age. It can be fun to pick up trash as a family and, you know, hang out together, talk about stuff, you know, learn how to use the grabbers and stuff like that. And it's good family time too. Cleaning up the earth, like, yeah, it's such a small section, it's one person, but you're doing your part, you know what I mean? Like, you're doing something. And like a bucket is not that much to fill up. If you're picking up cigarette butts all day, yeah, it takes forever to fill up. But if you find like we're about to find a lot of plastic bottles right here, I'm almost at that spot. It's gonna take me like 2 minutes to kind of like pick up a bucket full of trash. When you see a piece of trash, you pick it up. You don't kind of go searching like, oh, I see that over there, I'll get to it later. You make your way to it. If you see something on the way to that, grab that too. You're picking up trash. If you see it, pick it up. So we're at that spot now, but I'll turn it around for a little bit and maybe talk like that as I fill it. Problem with this area is these milk jugs. They're always inflated. Pick these up and not have to make a billion trips. You gotta crush them. But mostly paper. The boxes can get annoying because you gotta fold them up and again touch them. I love just being able to grab things with grabbers and put them in. I'm gonna pick this bucket up, move it a little closer. It's big and bulky. Hawaiian punch. Yep. Hawaiian punch. And so when I first started doing this, actually, I didn't even think about the recycling aspect of it. So I would honestly throw everything in the trash. And then I was thinking like, oh my gosh, like it's just as bad for me to pick things up and not throw them in recycling. And then the foot stomp is very effective. Oh, I would love to. I wish these grabbers could grab tight enough to twist the bottom, but you can always use your foot like that. Marine Corps really prepared me very well for all this. Just looking for trash and picking it up. Police calling in a nutshell. My phrase I use when picking things up and deciding whether to take it or not: if it doesn't grow, it goes, excluding rocks. Yeah, I already filled it, but I'm gonna try and smush as much in there as I can. Harley's my guard dog. He just watches. Right, Harley? Oh, styrofoam. Always get styrofoam. This shit is the worst. Pick up a litter back here. Another great thing about picking up trash sometimes, it's like one of those hidden things that you don't know unless you try it, is just the quiet. So I'll try and get like one of these. And you get to kind of like, it is definitely like a meditation in a sense. Too. You get to think about just the things you need to contemplate. Oh, today I was extra prepared because I brought my little satchel bag kind of carry all my shit. And bug spray especially. I think the bug spray is gonna be the big one. Definitely need to be mindful of animals and creatures out here. Haven't encountered anything crazy yet. I'm sure I will one day, possibly. All right, I think we are at max capacity right now. Harley, good girl. Want a treat? She's a very good dog. And now we just walk back. And it's only been 15 minutes. The other day, this took me almost like an hour. Picking up, when you find where smokers smoke usually, and you find all the cigarette butts and the black and mild ends, I leave the wood ones because I'm like, that's biodegradable. The bucket takes forever to fill up when it's that small of stuff. Today was a quick day, which I expected it to be. There's plenty more back there. It's just keeping that pattern and that rhythm and that making this habit of taking that bucket everywhere you go with Harley and just picking out one bucket of trash. Very simple. Simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Come on, Harley. This is her sniff spot. I go walking back here with the kids all the time. Hence why I started doing this little cleanup thing. A big part of it. My original thought for I want to clean this up so they're not gonna like pick up a fucking broken bottle one day and like it's definitely not perfect, but that's why I like taking them and showing them and helping them, having them help me, because then they can notice what it looks bad and like what it can do, and I can teach them about it. So because you're not going to get everything back here. One day they will find a piece of glass probably back here, but then they'll know what it is, what it can do, and what to do with it, to be honest with you. You teach them young. It was a nice little family trip, you know. Simple. Sometimes I overthink it, you know, or try to overthink it and try and make it something big. Family time, that is. But it's like, it could be as simple as picking up a bucket of trash in your backyard and helping out your family or your community or your area in some way. Yeah, that's my thoughts for the day. Maybe I'll start doing these kind of things more often. Maybe turn it into a stream instead of a video like this. She did a lot of good listening today. There you go. Sometimes I get worried and anxious back there, so it is nice to have Harley, because Harley can be intimidating sometimes. She's got some bulldog in her. She's a tough girl. Perfect morning for it. But I'm gonna separate it one piece at a time, plastics and stuff, and then I leave my bucket down. I'll be at it tomorrow. But this was day 10. Pretty good haul. Went nicely. Thank you for joining me.